Equipoise is the most commonly known trade name associated with the anabolic steroid Boldenone Undecylenate. This is the trade name given to it by Squibb, but is currently owned by Fort Dodge Animal Health. From the latter, as you may have guessed, Equipoise is a veterinarian-grade anabolic steroid, meaning it is manufactured for animals, but not human beings. However, it wasn't always this way. Cipla Pharmaceuticals originally released the steroid in 1949 and would market it under the name Parenteral. For nearly 2 decades, this steroid was shown to have a strong lean tissue preserving quality, as well as preserving bone mass in the fight against osteoporosis. This would be, however, the only Boldenone ever manufactured for human use. While manufactured by numerous veterinarian compounding facilities, as well as most underground labs, under numerous trade names, most simply refer to the Boldenone compound as Equipoise or EQ. An extremely large ester-based anabolic steroid, Equipoise is a derivative of the testosterone hormone. Specifically, Equipoise is a structurally altered form of testosterone so that its estrogenic and androgenic activity is decreased while maintaining the same anabolic nature. As this form of Boldenone is attached to the very large undeclinate ester, it is an extremely slow-acting compound with long-lasting effects. A single injection will result in peak blood levels within a few days, but the release of the Boldenone hormone will continue steadily for more than 3 weeks after a single injection. Equipoise is often compared to Decadurabolin in general conversation. In some circles, the two are considered interchangeable. However, the relationship is not as close as you might think. The two compounds share very similar anabolic and androgenic ratings, but real-life results show us Equipoise is fairly a poor lean mass builder. It simply cannot pack on a lot of size. This tends to disappoint a lot of people when they use the steroid, but that's only because they're using it for the wrong purpose. Recall Equipoise's original therapeutic intent, preserving lean mass, preserving, not increasing. Make no mistake, you can gain some lean mass with this steroid with off-season caloric intake, but it's not going to be anywhere near as substantial as Decadurabolin. But for some men, a moderate yet slow buildup may be all they desire. A great time to introduce Equipoise into a plan can be during a cutting cycle. This steroid will promote some nice visually related conditioning effects such as hardness and vascularity, but more importantly, it will protect your lean mass when calories are restricted. In order to lose body fat, you must be in a calorie deficit, and this puts lean tissue at risk. Without a strong anabolic protectant, some lean tissue will be lost, and this makes EQ a great choice for this period of use. Equally important, Equipoise has the ability to enhance muscular endurance quite significantly, and this can be more than welcome when hard dieting is at hand. This is also a great trade for any athlete. Some performance athletes will use this steroid for the endurance it can promote and recovery it can enhance. However, carrying a detection time of over a year, this tends to push many athletes to alternative options. When it comes to side effects, Equipoise is one of the friendliest steroids a healthy adult male could ever use. As you understand, Equipoise has been altered to reduce androgenicity, and as such, related side effects are extremely rare. Acne and hair loss are possible in men predisposed to male pattern baldness, but again, such issues are rare. As this steroid is affected by the 5-alpha reductase enzyme, related inhibitors can be an option if desired. As a testosterone-derived steroid, like most testosterone derivatives, Equipoise will aromatize, but only at about 50% the rate of testosterone. This is enough to promote gynecomastia in those who are sensitive, and it could potentially lead to a little excess water retention. A simple anti-estrogen will remedy any related estrogenic issues. In fact, of all anabolic steroids that aromatize, related effects are probably easier to avoid with EQ than just about any aromatizing steroid. A final note on side effects. Equipoise will significantly suppress natural testosterone production. Exogenous testosterone supplementation is recommended in order to prevent a low testosterone condition. As a slow-acting steroid, Equipoise will need to be used for a long period of time if any significant lean tissue growth is going to occur. Normally, anything less than 12 weeks will be a waste of time. However, for the purpose of athletic enhancement or as part of a cutting cycle, Equipoise can benefit the individual greatly with as little as 8 weeks of use. This will ensure lean tissue is protected, endurance is enhanced, and the desired boost is given. Equipoise doses can vary quite a bit, from as little as 200 mg per week up to 900 mg per week quite commonly. 200 mg per week will provide the basic endurance and protectant qualities many will be after. However, most cutting cycles will call for at least 400 mg per week if the conditioning effects are going to be enjoyed. Most men should be able to benefit from this steroid at a 400 mg dosing if it is part of a total stack. This steroid does not typically work well on its own. Equipoise is commonly available on the black market. Nearly every supplier carries this anabolic steroid. Unfortunately, counterfeits do exist, and underdosing is a massive problem when it comes to this steroid. A very common trick by many underground labs is selling low-dose large ester testosterone and labeling it as Equipoise. Fortunately, if you really do some digging, you can find a quality product. It's not going to fall into your lap, but it can be found. However, it may take a little time. Most who buy Equipoise will buy a low-grade product. This goes for many veteran steroid users who often blindly trust their supplier. Thoroughly research the supplier before making a purchase as well as the brand, and more importantly, understand the laws that pertains to where you live before you make a purchase. For more information, please visit steroid.com, the world's most visited anabolic website.